Milestone 2 CSI Update. Presented by Jasmine Pearson, Robert Miller, Brian Imbrogno, Carrie Kite, Catherine Velasquez, Evan Judd, and Dimitri Ross in Team Future. The next big thing, the future of technology. Editing theme, news. Please enjoy our podcast.
Hello, dear readers. I'm Robert Miller with CSI Group 2, and this is the next big thing in writing. Every writer has dreams of making the bestsellers list. We want to see our book featured at the front of a major bookstore where every customer entering will see it and want it. Of course, it all starts with the manuscript. The tools of today allow us to write pretty much anywhere. I tend myself to spend most of my time writing on my laptop, or even my iPads, but simply putting the words to screen isn't enough to propel us to the top. One of the biggest tools has become Amazon.com and their Kindle device. Millions already shop Amazon's online store, which ships out millions of books a year to customers. Their Kindle Direct Publishing offers aspiring authors two very simple, yet very important ways to get their work out. The first is allowing you to publish your work as an ebook. The author names their own price and retains all rights to the work. The second gives you the ability to publish your work as a print book. Using the online tools of CreateSpace, an online self-publisher, Amazon allows you to create your novel from the cover to the layout of the pages, and it's all free. They do offer professional services for a fee, but for those just starting out, it's a great start. Laurel Seville, author of Unraveling Anne and user of Amazon's publishing tools, found a home on Amazon when traditional publishers passed on her book. Through Amazon, she now has an agent and a publicist, and more importantly, her book is selling. Without this free and easy-to-use option, she might still be waiting for her book to be picked up. Thanks to tools such as Facebook, WordPress, and Amazon themselves, I will be the next big thing.
What is the next big thing, and why are we constantly looking for it? We live and operate in a world that thrives on technological advancements, the development of progressive ideas, and innovation. Here at Full Sail, we're being taught to harness these capabilities for a very specific purpose: to tell great stories. Engineering and production students learn to tell stories musically, while game design students learn to tell them interactively, and film students learn to tell stories visually. But what if the next big thing in storytelling isn't next at all? What if it's been here all along? The Bible, the Odyssey and the Aeneid, the Wizard of Oz, the Avengers, the Dark Knight, what do these stories all have in common? They follow a framework for storytelling that was built into the very fabric of this universe, much the same way the laws of gravity were. It is our job and our obligation as students of the arts to master our various crafts, and yes, chase the next big thing in each of our arenas, but without losing sight of the beautiful, simple, and important task before us: telling great stories that touch the hearts and minds of our audience. What framework am I talking about? Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey. Every story ever told was done so using a variation of this framework. So my question is this: why are we searching for new and better frameworks when one exists that we can master? Let's focus our creative energy on maximizing this proven framework instead of looking for new ones.
Without a doubt, the internet has changed the way people of my generation buy music, listen to music, and has affected the music industry as a whole. And for better or worse, the music industry, without a doubt, has been affected by this. Since the beginning of music sharing, people have always found a way to get music without paying for it. And the music industry has definitely paid for it in a big price in a decline in album sales. And labels have definitely seen the backlash of this. And the next big thing that comes out of this is, in my opinion, independent music. Independent musicians are able to make more money from shows and concerts and things like that without people taking their money. And they're also able to release music for free online whenever they want to. without avoiding the authority of record labels. And they're also able to create music at their leisure whenever they want to and whatever type of music they want to, and reap the benefits of that music and make a lot more money because of the freedom that they have in their independence rather than being with a big record label. In this day and age, I think being independent just makes it easier for artists to create music that people just enjoy more than the music that will come from big record labels that want money, and that they're able to create music more easy.
Morse code, secret beds, pooper scoopers, and sliced bread. What do all these things have in common? They were all engineered to make life easier. We are the own key to our advancements, the natural direction of all living creatures to move towards the most efficient. Convenience and efficiency drive all the next big things to be born, if not pure explosion of originality. Remember the caveman days of landlines, always having to stay at home for a call or else use the questionable phone booth down the street? Now thanks to trial and error along with millions of short tempers, connecting with a human can happen from basically anywhere at any time. The whole world is in your hands. So what is the next big thing? Efficiency and learning. According to Learning on Demand online education in the United States, the number of students taking online courses is increasing at a faster rate than the students attending a traditional institution. The Instructional Technology Council says by 22% to be exact, gaining an education at each individual's convenience. No more juggling between being on time to school or work, or bullies too. The classroom does no longer have a chalkboard. The individual makes his or her own classes. Here we are at beautiful Full Sail University, and still there are non-believers, but there's also the factual research to prove them wrong. A group of scientists, Neto, Zubin, Koaf, Muscal, and Muscal, conducted over 49 studies that led to the assessment that the difference between online training and brick-and-mortar schools was minimal, and that there were more positive reciprocations in 30% of the studies. And that is not the only study showing off exactly how much online schooling has taken off into the atmosphere. A 2010 study compared employees who had online training versus classroom trainings, and employers were more satisfied with the online students. Sharing systems is the next big thing, and not just online schooling. Pandora headquarters adds a new song to the database, and now it is free to rock it to billions of hungry ears. Create a free account in Tumblr and spend hours with a gape looking at art, music, and basically anything you may have ever had an interest in. Information plagues on, and drop by drop the concrete wall that used to make it a luxury is crumbling. Knowledge is shared, a message is passed, and people are heard.
The next big thing in mobile sharing. We have come a long way since the first cell phone. Now most of us have smartphones with us all the time. We are video conferencing. Everyone is always close to their smartphone and or tablet. Instagram was started in 2010. Instagram started with the concept of mixing a feel of Polaroid and Kodak Instamatic to the photo, with filters and sharing them on a social network. Versions 2.0 launched in the iOS App Store in 2011, and on April 3, 2012, Instagram for Android was released. That same month, Instagram was acquired by Facebook for approximately $1 billion in cash and stock. Instagram started with 13 employees and 9 investors at $500,000. Social media and branding go hand in hand. When talking about smartphones and technology, Instagram was the last big thing. Every company has a brand and a message, and an image to keep up with. Chirp is the next big thing in mobile sharing. Chirp is a new way to share your media using sound. Chirp is a mobile app for sending pictures, videos, and information. Chirp is only supported by iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad, with Droid coming soon. The possibilities are endless. Imagine a board meeting where you chirp your agenda and notes right on the fly. Everybody has it. Chirp is very easy. One button chirps information using audio. You can log in with Facebook or Twitter. You can snap a picture, add from your camera roll, chirp a link, or a simple note. Chirp is that easy. Chirp is the next big thing in mobile sharing.